How expensive is traveling in the Philippines as a tourist?
So comparing to Saudi, Philippines is not that expensive at all. Everything is affordable.
I would say it's honestly more expensive than I thought because everyone, on social media, they say, oh, Philippines is so cheap. Like, you can get places for like $50, da 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 da.
Come to the Philippines on your visa free for 30 days and just explore.
But I would say that Cebu, like, people scam you less in Cebu compared to Manila. In Manila, like, I was here, within the first 30 minutes, people tried to scam me like 3 times.
Probably from the topic you already know. Sometimes people they say Philippines is expensive, and some other people they say Philippines is cheap. So let's find out today from the foreigners how expensive is the Philippines in 2024. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Ibrahim. I'm from Yemen.
My name is Mr. Ned. I came from Saudi.
As a foreigner, how cheap is the Philippines for you guys?
Yeah, it's the different currencies here. When you change the money, it looks like it's cheap for us. We are coming from, let's say, stable countries. With good currency. When you change it to peso, it's gonna be something good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, brother?
Actually, it's like cheap in here compared to where I came from. I lived in Saudi, so I came from Saudi. So comparing to Saudi, Philippines is not that expensive at all. Everything is affordable. You can have the best life you want in here without spending too much money.
How expensive is traveling in the Philippines as a tourist?
I would say it's honestly more expensive than I thought because everyone, on social media, they say, oh, Philippines is so cheap. Like, you can get places for like $50, da 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 da. But I think it really depends on like the information you have and where you're going specifically. For me, I went to Cebu in Walbwa. And getting there was fairly cheap, but like you have to consider the cost to get to your hotel because there's no buses and you have to take taxi everywhere. And a lot of times people like when we were trying to go from one airport terminal to the other airport terminal, they wanted to charge us $50 for a 10-minute drive. So like you have to consider like those kind of things too. Yeah.
And what advice would you guys give to a foreigner, or how much should a foreigner have? An example, just to have the same lifestyle as you guys, like traveling around the country. How much you think it's good money for you to travel around here in the Philippines?
Maybe $3K. It's fine. 3 to 4 to 5. It's fine.
Okay.
You can spend it in 1 week if you wanna go.
Crazy?
Yeah. Yeah. You can live in 2 months also. More than that. Yeah. Like that.
Oh yeah. What about you, brother?
Same as him, like 100K, something like that, pesos in here. So you can go wherever you want. It depends on how much do you want spend or what places are you going to go. Depends on that.
Okay. Can you tell me more about moving around in the Philippines? How is the traffic for you?
Oh yeah, traffic here is not very good. Mostly I traveled around in Cebu Island, and Cebu Island, like I would say, the traffic is not as bad as Manila, but the roads are like really cramped, which makes traffic move slowly. So yeah, getting around here is really hard.
Oh, okay. And let's compare Cebu and Manila. From the two cities that you have been to, which one you love the most, or you like the most?
I think I didn't spend enough time in Manila to give it a true guess. But I would say that Cebu, like, people scam you less in Cebu compared to Manila. In Manila, like, I was here, within the first 30 minutes, people tried to scam me like 3 times. Whereas in Cebu, like, if you just try and bargain with them, they won't really scam you. So,
okay. And what did you love the most about the Philippines?
I would say like the people are super nice. Like 90-80% of the time, you're gonna find people just who are willing to talk to you, willing to just like be open and talk about the Philippines. The food is really great here. The weather is fantastic, and the beaches and the coral reefs are beautiful. So yeah.
Just before we go, any message to the Filipinos watching us right now?
Just keep being nice, guys. You guys are really warm people, and your food is freaking amazing. And just keep trying to work towards making the country like maybe have better transportation, please. But other than that, like keep doing you. Thank you for being nice.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate for your time. And what advice would you give to a foreigner that wants to come to the Philippines when it comes to spend money on how they should spend less?
Whenever they plan to come to the Philippines, they just call me, and I will spend their money too. Yeah, but for sure, Philippines is a good country. You can have your own plan. I visited Philippines twice before, but it was only for work, so I have no experience at Philippines. But now this is my third time. I decided to enjoy in a different way, different style. So I can give good opinion to the people about Philippines. It's not fair to tell them about the business here. Or the areas I'm going. But now I'm planning to go to Cebu, Boracay, to explore more tourism cities and places. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, brother?
My advice is to get a Filipino girl or boy, it depends on you, so they can help you spend your money.
As an escort, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's my advice.
Okay. So, bro, I just want to say thank you so much and appreciate for your time. How much does it cost to have a decent lifestyle here in BGC?
Okay, so I think all in all, the total cost of living will probably be around $2,000 per month. $2,000 per month if you want to live a great lifestyle where you get to go out to the bars, the clubs, or eat out often, experience the gastronomy here. But rent alone will probably cost $800 to $1,200 per month. Then you also have transportation, which is, you don't have to count that in. BGC is walking distance, very walking distance, pedestrian friendly. But I think other than rent and food, your biggest expense, if you want to experience a city, will be entertainment. Okay. If you want to go to the bars, the clubs, massages, and whatnot, that could be $500 to $1,000 per month if you want to have a good time. But if you're a minimalistic person, yeah, $1,500 a month can suffice.
And what advice would you give to someone right now watching this video that wants to take this risk as well, but he or she is kind of scared because she doesn't know what can she encounter this side?
I think the best thing that you could do, the safest option you could take, is come to the Philippines on your visa-free for 30 days and just explore. Visit, check out as many places as you can, interact with the locals, rent out a unit here, and just see if it's the place for you. I don't want anybody to make a decision like, oh, I've never been to the Philippines, but now all of a sudden I want to stay there permanently. You got to ease yourself into it, get to know the culture and the people, and once you've spent your 30 days here, then you can evaluate if this is a place for you or not.
Okay. How shocking was you leaving your comfort zone and you adapting yourself to the culture that you're probably not used to?
Oh, you have great questions. I can tell that you.
So much, brother.
I can tell you guys have done this before. I left the U.S. 10 years ago. So I started adapting to new cultures a long time ago, but I wasn't able to do it in the same way that I am here in the Philippines because they're so welcoming here, unlike anywhere I've been before. And then, as I mentioned, you have the lack of the language barrier as well. But I'm invited over. I don't know if you've seen clips from the YouTube, but it's just. I just posted a video a couple days ago, and I'm just constantly invited over. It seems like every other group is just on the beach. Yeah. It's just inviting me over to join them and get to know me. And so it's so much easier here to adapt to the culture and get to know people because they want to share their culture and be so welcoming. And so it's far easier here than a lot of other countries to do that.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that we do these questions very well because that's how we feel. Uh-huh. So we want to know if you guys also feel the way we feel. We are here for 10 years already, right? This is our home, and then this is we love. That's what we love about this country. Mm-hmm. So also the receptiveness and everything.
Yeah, because I think the idea is like you definitely had a different experience than me. He had a different thing. So it's like we're all in the same box, but all with different experiences.
Right.
You get it? Like, you get to travel a lot.
Do you get it? You travel this area, and I might not even have like I haven't been there, but all in all, it's the Philippines, because it's like the way you are being treated. For me, this is just this is from me, my experience. The way you are being treated in Cebu might be the way they treat you in Siquijor. Might be different the way they treat you in Siargao. I don't know if you have